alles
We have rolled back into it, and we have made it to the middle of the week. This is a Wednesday that we are actually doing this. Sitting in for Zack Owen. Terry Hunt, thank you very much for joining us. We've got good things lined up for you today. Of course, we've got music coming up in the next hour, and we'll be talking to somebody special coming up here in a few minutes and find out about their profession. And I have some questions on this one because I think this is something that I think is on the increase. The need of his profession is on the increase for a number of reasons. So we'll find out if I'm right or completely wrong, as in most of the times. Kevin, Jessica, back with us again.
Hello.
We'll be talking country music news. We've got just all kinds of things that we'll talk about. Some things going on in Waco we'll touch on. Now we're hitting Wednesday, so that means we should be getting closer to some more weekend building up again. So we'll see how that goes. On the way, a lot lined up. But right now, let's start it the way that we do each and every day on the Zack Owen Live Show right here from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. We do this with the national anthem and our Pledge of Allegiance.
I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester, and it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. May I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one. Pledge, dedicate all my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion. To the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts, freedom is everybody's job. United, that means that we've all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states, 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose, all divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose, and that's love for country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people, and it's from the people to the leaders, and not from the leaders to the people. For which it stands one nation. One nation meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or quality of dealing fairly with others, for all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words had been added to the Pledge of Allegiance: under God. Now, wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that's a prayer and that it would be eliminated from schools too? God bless America.
That's the way we started right here at the Zack Owen Live Show, and I am so happy to be a part of this. Thank you, Zach, for letting me be here. Speaking of that, Zach Toyd on the way, and also I understand we may have something special from Zach that we can share with you a little bit later on, so that'll be a lot of fun.
What?
And yeah, you know, he sent all of us a big fruit basket.
I guess we matter.
We'll find out. I had to call him and mention my name 3 times before he knew who I was, though. Terry Hunt. The guy working for you. Yeah.
Sober up, buddy.
That's it. You bet. But no, they seem to be having a good time, and we'll share that with you coming up. A lot of things still ahead, but right now let's introduce the person that's going to be spending quite a bit of time with us. It's Oscar Jr. from Oscar's Tire Pros. How are you?
Doing good. Thank
Good, thank you. Yeah, jump up a little closer to the microphone. That way so everybody can hear you.
You're the
And,
microphone's best friend.
yeah, so the first thing I've got to ask is, with a junior, there's a senior.
Yes, sir.
So did that come from the original owner originally, or how was that?
So my dad started it back in 2004. I mean, back when we originally came from Austin, we moved up to Robinson in 04. He started it. We started a small shop with nothing but used tires.
Yeah.
So I always helped out as soon as I was out of school, went straight to go help him out, and that's how we got rolling. I mean, we've been doing this now. This next month will be 22 years.
So the question you always ask somebody who in the family who follows along in the footsteps, did you balk at that originally?
It wasn't my plan, you know, being Hispanic heritage. That's always been you help out the family, you know.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I just kind of grew up helping out in the industry. I always thought, hey, I'm going to end up doing this. But, you know, as we got further and the business progressed, it just became a thing for me to do, which is funny because I've got my degree in auto body and paint, but I don't even use my degree now because, I mean, we took off very well. We've been very fortunate with our customer base. So, yeah, I mean, back when we started, man, it was heck. Everybody loves to tell me, like, man, it must be nice what your dad handed to you. And I tell everybody, it's like, you don't even understand the first part of it. When we moved here, we did roofing, and we didn't have enough money to even have a place to live here and Austin. So my sisters and my mom lived in Austin, and me and my dad actually slept in our shop.
Wow.
My desk was my bed. I had to clean it up at the end of the day, lay down a mat on top of it, and that's where I slept. It got to a point where I almost got kicked out of school because we didn't have a legitimate residence, but Robinson was great enough that they let me stay. So,
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Well, and look at where you are today. I mean, you look back at where you started and where you came from with that, and it's got to be very rewarding to see the steps that have been taken.
Oh, yeah. I mean, looking back at when I first started, I'd never consider even stocking hardly any new tires because we were lucky to sell what we had on the shelf. And it just slowly became like 1 or 2 tires a month we sold that were new versus our used ones. And now we stock hundreds of tires.
Okay, so let's talk about tires. Let's talk about the construction that's
So
going
there are
on.
these rubber things that you put on your car. They're kind of round, and they make your car go zoom.
Wait, they're round?
Well, I mean,
Yours are round?
I guess they could be square, but that's kind of a rough ride, dude.
I think mine are more like an egg, so it's kind of like.
I mean, it's whatever floats your boat.
So again, construction going on the interstate, all of this. Now, we haven't had the rain or anything that has done that, but there's a lot of gunk on the roads in Waco right now. Do you see tons of punctures and flats and things like that?
We're seeing a lot more punctures, especially with the construction going through. You know, you see all the debris that gets left behind. They load up these trailers and it just washes up. It never does rain. A lot of people tend to ride the shoulder, and they tend to get a lot more flats because of it.
Well, it's hard to ride the shoulder on the interstate right now because of all the
There is no shoulder.
well, the
Or it's only shoulder.
18-wheeler retreads that are coming off on those. Is that something with heat, do you know?
So a lot of the retreads, it's just, I mean, not very, local guys tend to use them, but it's not a very common thing for long hauls anymore. But they're just recaps. They tend to fail. I mean, it's not something we like to see a lot. We don't do a lot of the semi stuff. I mean, we're just light truck, passenger side on it. But the heat has a lot to do with it, but it also has to do with bore.
Because you'll see them almost completely round, just coming off like a donut and rolling when they come off of some of these trucks sometimes.
Yeah, so basically they're just called recaps on those. And they take an old casing, and the reason you see them just in a perfect circle is because it's literally a strip that they glue on. I mean, there's steps for it. I'm not into the semi stuff, but that's the gist of those. A lot of it too has to do, just damages, even the highway right now, there's a lot of potholes and stuff like that. They hit those things and it will cause tire separations, knots, stuff like that.
Yeah, and not only tire stuff things, but like that, but you look at alignments and other things that come out of hitting some of the stuff on the road. So you guys take care of a lot of that.
Yep, we do a lot of preventive maintenance. So, we do alignments, oil changes, brakes, stuff like that. You were talking about seeing our industry being a big benefit now. With the cost of vehicles going up now, we're going to start seeing more people actually repairing their vehicles,
Right.
We went through a stage where, people could get financed real easily, so they just go buy a new car. But we're getting into a stage where cost of living is going up, car prices are going up, so people are going to start keeping their cars longer, so they have to keep it maintained.
So there's a number of things that pop up. Let's talk about oil changes for a second, just because I have this debate with other people in my household. With the newer cars, are you doing oil changes every 3,000, every 5,000, every 75? How does that work now?
We strongly recommend every 5,000 miles.
Okay.
It just keeps it fresh, keeps it going. Some of these newer vehicles, the full synthetic, stuff like that, they will actually tell you like 10,000 miles. But we've always just kept it old school. Every 5,000 miles just to keep up with your rotations and to make sure you get it done. Because, it's human habit. The longer you wait, the more you put it off. Right.
And especially in certain climates. I know when I was in the Northeast, there were certain things that would break down in the cold. Mm-hmm. And then now here, especially going on in Central Texas, the viscosity and things like that can break down even more with the heat. Not just the heat of the engine, but it just doesn't cool down because everything stays so warm.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well that's good. So 5,000 miles. Can I get you to sign a piece of paper on that so I can show it to somebody at home who still does every 3,000 miles? And I'm like,
we are on the internet. It's true. Everything on the internet is true.
It's true.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because every 3,000 miles is a little more expensive for me at the end of the year. And I've tried to convince
I
her,
wait till
so.
my car goes ding, ding, ding. The oil change needed.
On
don't
my
trust that
phone,
either,
I get
though.
a thing that tells me the percentage
Yes,
of
on
what's
my
left
Ford
on
app, it
mine.
does,
So
yes.
I like that.
Your OnStar, all of that.
Yeah.
All this technology, there's always ways to know when your vehicle needs something.
All right, so we've talked about some of that. Tires, the number one thing you do?
Yep.
Okay. And exotic tires? Do you have people come in with looking for exotic tires?
Wait, exotic tires, or are they like zebra stripes?
They have a very thin stripe around them. It's a much smaller stripe, and it's usually only on the bottom.
But I want the leopard print ones, or a cow print. Cow print tires.
There you go. She's trying to help you out here.
Beefy
You may be onto
tires.
something. We may have to look into it.
So exotic tires, like you get the very thin profile for some of the ones that want the sportier tires.
Yeah, there's low profiles. There's high performance tires, and then they're just low profile. Low profile, you get that a lot on customized vehicles, like lowered vehicles and stuff like that. I think what you're talking about is like performance tires for like Corvettes or high-end vehicles like that. We get those in all the time. A lot of the main ones, you don't really see them as much, but we just mainly see passenger stuff.
Right. Is it correct to keep the information from the dealership on what they say about the tires of the dealership? The dealer, is that pretty accurate on the tire pressure and the mileage and things like that? Is that pretty accurate?
So we have to go based off the placard because the vehicle was designed to run at that pressure for better gas efficiency, better wear. People do go aftermarket, and you can, but if you want the best mileage and stuff, you're going to go based off the placard, especially with the load rating and speed rating, because you have to make sure. Number one thing we see is a lot of people upgrade to a bigger tire and they disregard the load rating. But that's also, again, why you see people with tread separations and blowouts, because they're putting the wrong load rating on a truck that's jacked up and the tire's not meant for that truck.
Right. All right. Got it. We'll talk more. There was something I was going to ask about. You know, just in that short amount of time, when you get to be my age, it goes out the door. I got it. I may have to make a note on it, but let's take a break. Thank some of the people that make it all possible for us here at the Zack Owen Live Show, the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, talking with Oscar's Tire Pros. This is Junior with us. Junior Oscar. My tire has a, no, that's Oscar Mayer.
Yeah.
That would be a fun thing. That would be a great commercial for you. You sitting up there and singing.
I've gotten it a lot.
Very good. We've got all kinds of good things on the way, country music news and much more still ahead from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Make this the summer event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get a new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie with 0% for 60 months or 2.9% for 72 months, plus $13,500 off MSRP. Or step up to a new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie diesel and save $13,500 off. Both have America's best truck warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain. Allen Samuels in Waco.
Come by, let's be friends.
Every case we take on, we prepare like it's going to trial. At the Carlson Law Firm, our network of attorneys work hard to get our clients the results they need to put their lives back together. Our experienced team has a proven track record of courtroom successes. But our true measure of success is the lives we change for the better. Courtroom proven, compassion driven, we care, we can help.
Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, the site of the Zack Owen Live Show. Terry Hunt sitting in for Zach this week while he is vacationing, and we'll have something a little special from him a little bit later on. We'll get to that coming up not too far from right now. We've got Oscar Jr. from Oscar's Tires, the Tire Pros, and we'll be continuing our conversation with him. Let me remind you about our friends at Universal Windows right now. Universal Windows, not just windows, but doors, siding. You can talk to John. He'll tell you all about what they offer and also do a little consulting on what you may think you need as opposed to what you really do need. He'll point you in the right direction. When it comes to some of these things, you may not have all of the information or you've taken it off the internet, even though everything is true on the internet.
Right.
Every last
Everything.
thing.
Especially what Oscar said about the oil change.
Yes.
That's especially true and documented
Yes.
on our show now.
That's
Yeah.
true. But it may be a fact that can be stretched a little bit concerning your windows, doors, and siding. So he may be able to help you on that. John's easy to reach. Free consultation, 254-944-3503. Located right here locally in Woodway off Woodway Drive. Universal Windows, CentralTexas.com. Now, country music news time. Am I right?
Yeah.
Jessica, share the news.
Well, Garth Brooks has announced a new arena tour for the fall
Oh, I heard
2026.
this. Yeah.
He is calling it, of course, Blame It All on My Roots. It's a throwback to his 90s days. He's bringing back a piece of equipment that was a fixture on his tour 3 decades ago.
Is he going to do is he going to fly again?
I don't know, but he is recording the shows for a future live album.
Ah.
So I would definitely check out those dates if you were a Garth Brooks fan.
Is he going to be in Texas?
You know, let's look and see. I don't know that the dates are out yet.
I would assume so because
I
he did
say-
3
I
sold-out
can't
shows
imagine that you wouldn't
at the
like,
old Texas Stadium. That's where he flew.
I already saw that he's going to
Yeah.
be. I get a fair amount of stuff from Indiana. I already saw he's going to be in Indianapolis. So
Yeah, I don't see any Texas dates, but I don't see a full list of dates either because they're
Right.
probably still trying to book.
yeah.
Right.
So I would just keep an eye out on that.
Okay, so before you go further, are there problems with that marriage between Garth and Tricia? What is going on?
You know,
That stuff all the time popping up.
I don't know if it's just the rumor mill trying to start problems. I mean, they've been together a pretty long
Yeah.
time and managed to keep most of their marriage and their personal life
Yeah.
under wraps.
Right.
So it could just be
Most
somebody
of their
trying
marriage
to
happened after both of them were largely done with the peak of their career, though.
They were in that,
So
that
they
round
could
number
kinda-
1 of retirement.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
So-
curious because I keep seeing things
There-
online.
you know
and-
there is a giant Garth Brooks conspiracy out there, right?
Well, I would hope that
Yes,
it's just
there- yes.
because.
There is.
I'm not going to address
Yeah.
that. but
Right, no, there
it's-
is.
Well,
And-
there
and-
always has been.
Yeah.
Especially after that Chris Gaines fiasco. Holy
Yeah.
crap. But I would hope that it's just people poking the bear because they've managed to keep their private life private. So
That was, by the way, by far one of the weirdest interviews
Yeah.
I've ever done.
Oh, you
Knowing who
interviewed
it
Chris
was
Gaines?
and doing that, it
Wow.
was just anyway.
that's
Oh.
crazy.
What else is going on in country music news? We'll leave
So
that topic behind.
the currently most influential top 25 country music artist has come out.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I am very glad to see the first few being who they are. Really 3.
Okay.
Okay. So number 1 is Cody Johnson. He's not flashy. But let me tell you, he puts on a fabulous show.
Coach Joe is great. I've known
Absolutely.
him for years, and it is so great to see his success.
Number 2, Luke Combs.
Okay.
So,
All right,
like,
yep. Good
we
old
love
boy.
Lainey Wilson. She's number 3.
All right.
Anger management problem. Morgan Wallen is number 4.
Well, that's a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a little. Anyway,
Hopefully it's influential on what you should not do.
yeah, go get you some anger management classes.
He's showing you what happens if you do this.
Right.
Yes,
It's a lesson
yes.
after the fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach Bryan is number 5. Chris Stapleton, who I like, is number 6. Ella Langley, number 7. Here's where it kind of falls off for
Oh
me.
no.
Number 8 is Jelly Roll.
Oh.
Number 9 is Shabuzi. Like, I can't. No.
They're together again?
Yes.
I'm telling you, there has to be a state fair food called the Shabuzi Jelly Roll.
Yes.
It
yes.
must be. It's a deep fried jelly roll of some kind.
Yes.
It's
We'll
like
figure
a
it out.
Kolache.
We're coming up with that.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
So if we come up with it and we take it to the state fair,
Yeah,
and it's a huge hit,
yeah.
we're splitting the dough.
That's it. We need our own booth
Zach
there.
will be on vacation, so
Our
he can't
own
have any
booth.
part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then number 10 is Casey Musgraves. Now there's 15 more, but that's what we have time for.
There you go.
But can I just tell you, the first 3 I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
W. Johnson, Luke Combs, Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
So,
what's going
some
on.
good old boys and some bell bottoms.
There you go. There's
Well,
nothing wrong with them bell bottoms. She
and-
pulls them off like a champ.
And right now, there are so many females that are popping in country music. This is like going back when it was Reba and Martina, and I'm trying to think of some Jody Messina and some of those.
Yeah.
But it was hard to get in that door for a while.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. Very good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I guess we'll talk about that again tomorrow and see what else is going on. Search that Garth thing for me, will you?
I will.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, National Days. We'll talk about some of those on the way. But right now, let's get back to talking to, do you prefer Oscar or Junior? I mean, Junior is probably what you go by in the household. That's what the family calls you.
Actually, I went by Junior at my shop because everybody would, whenever my dad was there, we never knew who they were talking to. So most of my long-term customers, when I started my first shop, they were just always Junior. Just kind of stuck around. You know?
Okay.
So all my newer customers just call me Oscar, but I always know like the originals because they come through and they say, "Hey, is Junior around?"
I love it. All right. I remembered what I was going to ask you about. We were talking about tire and pressure and things like that. Does nitrous make a big difference in the pressure of a tire?
Nitrogen. So I mean, it's a concept. lot of people don't really go back to it, but yes, it's supposed to help with wear and fuel efficiency. But nitrogen is so hard because it has to be very pure. So the second you pump any kind of regular air in there, the nitrogen's just kind of pointless.
Yeah,
I heard that was
nitrogen,
like a
not
really
nitrous,
big
but yeah.
fad, and then like the bell bottoms or the wide leg pants, it's fading.
Yeah,
Now,
it's fading very quickly. Because
In a couple of years, somebody will resurge it, probably like Elon Musk or somebody, and then we'll go back to it, and then I'll again, and you know.
You know, I am surprised that Elon has not said nitrogen would be better in the Tesla wheels.
Right?
You know, the Tesla tires. But anyway, I was just wondering about that because it was so unique when it came out, but it was so doggone expensive.
Oh, yeah.
When you can pay, well, back in the younger days that I was growing up, you could get air for free at a gas station, you know, or somewhere like that. You know, you have to put quarters in if you're on a highway somewhere, you stop in somewhere to need that. You know, it costs money just for regular air.
Yeah, and then for nitrogen, you'd have to go to like a bigger shop or a dealership. It's not something you can just find.
No, they have to be licensed for it, right? Isn't that true? I think that's what I remember reading at one time. That's why not everybody carries it. It's very specialized.
You need a special machine for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't heard anything about being licensed for it because we've been approached about buying the machine on it, but my demand for it when it first came out was really high, and it very quickly faded.
Well, so not cost effective for you.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, obviously, when it first comes out, you know, you start looking into it. But in the time we took to look into it, the fad just kind of started going away very quickly. So we never decided to do it.
Okay, I'm going to end up asking the questions that I think a consumer asks. You can jump in anytime. So when you see Michelin, and they have a lower grade Michelin tire under a different brand, are those okay to buy when it comes to not a knockoff brand? That sounds not a rip-off one, but the tire company's lower end tire.
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Are they still made the same? They're just not.
Yeah,
maybe.
their quality. I mean, they're still made in the same plants and stuff like that. They just have different molds for other tires, and it's a lot of it. It just comes to customer preference. I always tell everybody, you're always going to have Michelin, Continental, all the big guys, but there's still people that buy the Coopers, the Goodyears, you know, the Falcons. It's just a matter of personal preference. It's like going and buying a car. You know, you buy a Chevrolet.
Right, okay.
Or you can buy a Mercedes. They're both great cars. One's just a premium model, and one's just more of your traditional consumer model. You
Okay.
know? You've got, and what a lot of people don't see is that there's really only a few major brands. They're just a lot of them are owned by bigger brands. Like Michelin, you're talking about subsidiaries to Michelin. BF Goodrich is owned by Michelin, and that is a very well-known big brand.
Yeah, you bet.
Uniroyal, stuff like that, they're all owned. Same thing goes Goodyear. Goodyear just acquired Cooper, and everybody's known Cooper for 100+ years.
Oh yeah.
So they're great brands. Just because they're a step down doesn't mean they're a bad tire.
And I'm not trying to convince people to shop lesser for, you know, when they come to see you. I'm just curious about that because there are some people like, well, we have this brand, but this one is made by this company and it's just as good. And you're like, oh, okay, well, it'll save me $25 on a tire and things like that. What is is there a number one tire brand right now that you're selling?
We sell, it's more of an in-house, we sell a lot of the Hercules brand, which is made by Cooper and Nexon. They're the ones that, again, they build it, they don't stamp their name on it, but that's a big seller for us. We sell a lot of Continental and General products as well. Those are our big three brands that we sell, but we can get you just about any brand you want.
Very good, very good. Any brand. And hard to find tires? I mean, you find your wholesaler and get those if it's some an odd size or something?
I mean, some are a little bit harder, but even then, we have such a big network for our distributors. Most things we get, not same day or next day delivery, you know?
When I was back in my hot rodding days, back with my High Rock, you know, and you had your big fat tires and things like that, and you had your chrome wheels, it was always tougher to mount on chrome. You always had to sign a release so they wouldn't crack it. It wouldn't be there. Is it still that way with some of the chrome things that are out there?
Not as far as crack or anything like that. Scratching, damaging the wheels, that could be an issue. It just depends on the style of machinery you have. We have all under machinery. We have a touchless machine that, unlike the traditional machines, there's no tire spoons, so there's no risk of damaging the wheel. It's all plastic heads and it's all automated. We just press a button and the machine starts taking it off.
Now, see, so, when the last time I bought tires, I don't know how long ago it was, you don't even go back to look at that. So you don't know what, the old days of the guy putting it down and scooting it around in a circle and things like that. So it's really progressed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
In the time that you've been around it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we started off with, like you said, the ones you used to stick a bar and there was a flat bottom and push a bar and then run around the entire surface of the rim. You can only do those on those old steel wheels, You put one of those bars on the new wheels, you just bought a wheel.
Really?
Yeah, because, it damaged the whole top of it. Now you've got massaging beads. You've got center cones to push down on low-profile wheels. You've got all sorts of arms on these machines.
Wow. All right. Very good. We're going to talk more with Oscar Jr., Tire Pros. We'll do that on the way, but let's go ahead and get set to talk about some things we celebrate. We'll take care of that. Find out where else we're going.
Zack Toy will be sometime coming up. So.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm not paying as much of attention. I'm just enjoying talking about tires, and Jessica over there going, this guy's rambling about tires.
I just want to know when I'm going to get my cow print tires. You said he has exotic tires. I want them.
They won't be made out of leather.
Dang it.
I know. That would last you about a block in Waco on the roads. They would look really cool.
They wouldn't even make it a block.
That's okay. Right. Well, the good, because they're in Robinson Close, so you don't have far to go. So if you're in there, that's where they're located.
It's like 2 minutes from my house.
Calprint tires, 2 minutes. 2 minutes to drive. That's it. All right. We'll be back with all kinds of things coming up. Zack Owen Live Show right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
Every case we take on, we prepare like it's going to trial. At the Carlson Law Firm, our network of attorneys work hard to get our clients the results they need to put their lives back together. Our experienced team has a proven track record of courtroom successes. But our true measure of success is the lives we change for the better. Courtroom proven, compassion driven, we care, we can help.
David Willey here. Got a question for you. How do you know what kind of deal you're getting on your copier? If you really want to know, give me a call and I'll be glad to talk to you about it. CTWP, your only local copier company.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
What is that?
Zack Owen Live Show back right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, sitting in for Zack this week, Terry Hunt. We were just talking about tires and some things like that. So if you've been on the interstate and you've seen one of those tire rim wheel things come off at you, it may have done damage to a vehicle. It may have even caused an accident on the interstate. We hope that nobody is injured, but if you have been injured, we encourage you to contact our friends at the Carlson Law Firm. Their injury accident lawyers are the ones that you need to stay in touch with. Kind of have them there just in case, especially if you're a traveler a lot. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of traffic going on the interstate, construction and things like that. They take care of a wide range of injury clients. They won't even back down from the insurance companies because those are the heavy-handed guys that try to tell you exactly the way it's going to be. Let Carlson tell them the way it's going to be, all right? You can contact them today at 833-4-CARLSON, the Carlson Law Firm. Good folks. All right. Now, let's talk about the day that we are celebrating today. Before you got here this morning, I mentioned that this is kind of a theme that we've developed on one of them today. So,
You know, I like themes and I like reasons to celebrate, so let's do it.
Yeah.
well, we've got a couple of them. Okay, so we talked about fruit yesterday,
Strawberry Sunday.
strawberry Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, today it is National Blueberry Day.
Oh,
I love blueberries.
blueberries. I think, aren't they like the best fruit for you?
They are.
Full of antioxidants and all kinds of good stuff.
Now the question is, do you like the more sour blueberries?
No.
Or the sweeter blueberries?
I like the sweeter ones, yeah.
I like the ones fresh off the bush, the blueberry. I had a friend in Oregon that had a blueberry. What is it called? A shrub of some kind? I don't. It was about as tall as this house, so it's
Yeah.
hard to. But fresh blueberries just right off, so good.
The problem that I have shopping for blueberries is now everybody puts them in the little plastic container.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like grapes where you can pull one or cherries where you can pull one.
Right.
You have to, you just take your shot.
Well, they're so expensive they don't want you pulling one.
I know, yeah, they have got expensive. All right. Also today, Math 2.0 Day.
What?
Okay.
Again, this is a second Incredibles reference in a second day, but it reminds me of the second Incredibles where they said, math. Why do they have to change math?
Yeah.
Math
It's
is
just-
math, right?
It's crazy. My kids bring home, and I'm like, okay, this is how you do it. They're like, well, that's not how they showed me at school. And they said we have to do it that way. And I'm like, but you get the same answer.
Same
what does it
answer.
matter?
Yeah.
Oh no, my teacher said we have to do it this way. Well, then your teacher can help you with your homework.
The show us how you got to your answer.
Yeah.
Can be
Sure.
marked off with the correct answer if it's the wrong way
Right.
to do it. And that, anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I'm sorry, in life, I don't need to show work. I need to get results.
Yeah, that's it. What they want to see, there's not a job that somebody goes, hey, all right, you're putting that together pretty well.
Yep.
It's not how you put the tire on. It's making sure it's done right at the end so it goes, right?
Doesn't go and doesn't come off.
All right, very
I
good.
thought you were going to say it doesn't matter how you put the tire on. I thought, well, I disagree there.
No. I'm talking about with the
I know.
different aspects and ways that somebody has. So.
I know.
All right, so National Chocolate with Almonds Day, okay? Dark chocolate covered almonds are my favorite.
See, this reminds me.
And you're not a dark chocolate fan.
I'll tell a joke in honor of Zach here, and that is that a grandson went to go see his grandmother, visit her in the hospital, and saw some almonds there, and so he just started munching on the almonds and everything. And she woke up, and he's like, "Oh, hey." And she's like, "Hey, what happened to all of my almonds?" And he said, "Well, I had them. They were actually really good." She said, "Well, you should have had them when they had the chocolate on them."
Yes, okay. Yes, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. National Be a Kid Again Day.
Yeah,
Well, but I'm a kid every day,
yeah, I agree. She is a
especially
kid.
when I'm here.
Okay. All right. Very good. National Freezer Pop Day.
Well, that'll
Ooh,
help.
Those are
Yes.
great.
That'll
Yes.
help you get in the kid mood again, right?
The stickiness of the little plastic thing when they started melting in the sun, and you didn't care. Anyway. National Scud Day.
Oh,
Okay.
What is
this
that?
encourages people to appreciate clouds and changing weather patterns.
Okay.
Scud Day?
yeah, the particular clouds. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
cloud formation. Now
All
I
right.
get it.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to let y'all have that one because I have no
Why
clue.
would we have this in the middle of the summer when it doesn't change from one month to the next?
Well, and
do
most
this
of the
in the
time there's not
spring.
even clouds because the sun is just beating
Yeah.
the
Oh,
crap
yeah.
out of us.
Uh-huh.
This would be the time to do it when it's changing, and you don't have clouds. I mean, it's
Maybe it's also National Wishful Thinking Day.
Hey, very good, very good. Bonus points for that.
Yeah, head in the
it says
clouds,
photographers and weather enthusiasts enjoy the sky outdoors. I do, but not when it's 110.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in it every day.
And I don't want to
and
melt
I'm
my
miserable by the
lenses
end of
looking
it.
up at something to take a picture.
Right.
You know, you try to get that cool shot of the sun through the trees, and you realize that as soon as you look in the viewfinder, you're like, okay.
The
Lost some
view of the
rods
sun
and
for the
cones on that
crispy
one.
trees.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Very good. Celebrating that. Now, let's get back to talking about tires and other things that are going on. We've talked pressure. We've talked things like that. Where are some of the ways that when you're traveling to avoid? I'm sure the shoulder side of the road and things like that is when you're driving to take care of your tires better.
Gaping pothole.
Yeah.
Potholes, that's the number one thing. I mean, there's really not much. I mean, just debris on the road and potholes and trying to hug the shoulder too much. You know, everything, especially around here, we don't have curb and gutter, you know, so all these roads are crowned. So when it rains, everything washes off to the side.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just major things right there.
Are there any particular roads to avoid? I mean, and I'm not saying you need to name them, but like if you know there's construction going on, not just from traffic, but because of what they're doing, or if they're building a house in a subdivision, you know there may be roofing nails or something like that that may be around. Are there places that you need to be observing and try to avoid those areas just because of things?
I mean, just construction areas. I mean, if you just avoid those, is about the only thing you can. Those aren't really things that most people take in thought. If you got to get somewhere, you're just going to go through the easiest path, you know.
What's the oddest thing you've seen in a tire?
Oh man, I've had live snakes and animals in them from farmers trying to mount them up themselves, and they bring them to me and they don't tell me that they tried to air up an old tire they had. So we've had live animals in there. I mean, I've had
In a tire?
yeah. It's so.
A snake in a tire. How's that work?
Well, you get a lot of these farmers, they'll have something laying out. They decide, hey, I need to use that right now. And it came off the beat after years of not being used. They try to air it up at home and don't tell me. So they bring it for me to dismount. I go in there and I've had it pop out before. And I'm just like, well, that's a nice surprise. I mean, we've had railroad spikes, stuff like that.
Railroad spikes, man, that would make
plastic
a
bones.
huge hole. What?
We've had bones. People run over animals and the bone will actually go through
Okay.
the tire. I mean, I've seen just about everything you can imagine. I mean, our dailies are obviously screws and nails and stuff like that, but you get your weird ones every once in a while. We've had parts of motors come through, like push rods and stuff that somebody's taking scrap that falls out of the back of their truck, and now they got it inside there.
Wow. Okay. All right. Odd things. Today on Odd Things You Find.
Right.
Today on Odd Things, we have Odd Things. Okay. I was going with that with something, so it's Odd Things. Golly, it was such a good thought.
So let me tell you.
Jump in and save me. Y'all are just looking at me. No, this is like, help me, I'm
This
lost.
has nothing to do with tires, but it's the odd things you find. Okay?
Okay.
So last night, my kids hadn't been out of the house all day. I worked till like 6:30, so I felt guilty, so I took them out to dinner.
Uh-huh.
So we go to BJ's. Dinner's good, great. You know, we're going home. And I pull up at that light at 6 and 84 right there in front of BJ's. You know, all those people stand there. There's all that trash there. People give them food all day, whatever. So I'm like, thinking I see something move out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, there's not a person standing there. And I look again. The biggest rats I've ever seen in my life, broad daylight, 5 of them. Just running, getting in all that trash. I mean, not scared of a thing, just running loose.
Huh.
Like, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, I used to be in the pest control industry, and most of the time it's pretty difficult to see rats out in the daytime and in the wild. They had no fear. They were getting into all the food and the trash that those people left sitting.
And that's therein lies the problem.
It was
It's going to be
disgusting.
readily accessible and becoming a habit.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just had to tell somebody because it freaked me the heck out, and I didn't tell my kids because, like, my little one, she'd have been like, oh my God, it's going to get under our car. We're going to take it home. Like, it would have been a whole thing. But let me just tell you, gross.
Okay. Any
moving on.
rats in tires?
No rats as of today. So
Okay. Oh, is that today?
she might have spoken it into existence now.
Yes. If you would like to surprise Junior at the tire shop in Robinson, find a tire, put a rat in it, mount
And
it,
take it
and
to
then
Junior.
complain you can't get air in it. Ask for Junior, and he'll go,
Jessica!
Yes, the problem with that is we're going to have a dozen people doing that, and he's going to call going, stop talking about the tire rats. All right, very good. Let's talk about how to find you, your location. It's in Robinson.
Yes, sir. We're 600 South Robinson Drive, right off the main road.
All right.
Yep. I mean, we're about a mile past Brookshire's on your left.
Okay.
If you're coming in from Waco. Very, very easy. I mean, Robinson's got one major road. That's all the businesses on Robinson are down 77.
Very good.
When you come into Robinson, you pass Brookshire's. You go up the big hill, keep going on through the next light, and then they are on the left.
Very good. Hours?
Hours, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 8 to 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. I like that. And all sorts of tires. Work the deals, talk to people, make sure that they get the right tire for the vehicle.
We have all nationwide warranties. We offer finance. I mean, our warranties carry over not just, so there's 600 plus Tire Pros dealers. We're all independent. So we have the Tire Pros name in our name, but we're not owned by Tire Pros. We're all independent. It just lets us compete with the bigger guys. Because a lot of the stuff that we had was, hey, your prices are great, your service is good, but there's only one of you. Whereas if I go to a big box store,
okay.
I can find them all over the U.S. You know, now with the Tire Pros, we have 600 plus Tire Pros dealers that can service you. And even if there isn't a Tire Pros dealer, our warranties are like an insurance program. If we can't find a Tire Pros dealer for you, we'll pay a local shop to fix your tire. That way it doesn't come out of your pocket.
See, there you go. Saving money, having the locations like the big box stores and things like that. That's what you want to do when you want to shop local. Keep in mind that the franchises you see, like Oscar's, is locally owned. And it's maybe independent, but it still has the backing brand name on there for you so you can find them all over. Good stuff. We've got a couple of things left. You might want to peruse one of the jokes because it's going to be your turn to do that coming up as we wrap it up here in a little bit, all right? But let's see. Zactoid?
Yep.
That's on the way. What's happening around Waco? That's still to come. We got to squeeze in the Zach video sometime.
Yep.
How long of a video is that? Do you know?
Oh, it's not very long.
Do you want to take care of that now?
Wait, no. Do we want to take bets on Zach's sobriety in the video?
Yeah, we'll divvy up the pool of that, and then we'll watch it when we come back.
All right, sounds good. We'll be back in a moment. Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, the site of the Zack Owen Live Show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Every case we take on, we prepare like it's going to trial. At the Carlson Law Firm, our network of attorneys work hard to get our clients the results they need to put their lives back together. Our experienced team has a proven track record of courtroom successes. But our true measure of success is the lives we change for the better. Courtroom proven, compassion driven, we care, we can help.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Provident. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
What is that?
Jessica and Terry, hey man, I miss you guys. No, having a great time here in Playa, Mexico. I'll be back on Monday morning, but you guys have a great time. Hope everything is well in Waco. This is a beautiful place. It's called Devotion by Live Aqua, and we're having a blast in Mexico. The weather is great, and I'm going to leave you with a view of the pool and the ocean. Have a great day.
He's having a really rough time, isn't he?
I was about to say.
Wow.
Lord, it's a rough old life on Mr. Zack.
Tough gig. Tough gig.
Somebody's
Yeah.
got to do it, right?
Yeah, but see, he's going to get used to a little sun, not 100 degrees.
Based on that, it looks like we're on vacation.
Yeah. And then next week he's coming and go, oh my God, it's hot. It's hot. All right. What's happening? What do we got? I'm sorry, I'm lost. Zach Torrey.
Yeah.
All right, yours or mine?
You said you had one, so I'll go with you.
We'll see. And then when you look at it and you go, well, that's not anything. I just got to try to find out what I did with it. Okay. All right. All right. I'm not sure how you measure. Okay. Like I've never been understand how you weigh a cloud when they say it weighs tons and it's floating. Right. Okay. If you take all of the electricity that is powering the entire internet right now, it weighs as much as an apricot. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing.
I wish everybody could see the look on my face right now because that's utter confusion.
Yes. Says surprising physics calculation was highlighted by DK Books. I don't know if that's a book or a person, but all the electricity powering the internet weighs as much as an apricot. I don't know how you...
Does electricity weigh?
I'm sure we could talk to an electrician sometime and they would... You know that? Is that something you know?
He just knows that tires weigh.
But you never know. But
that doesn't make any sense to me.
Is that like the strangest thing in the world? Like,
That seems like that's just like one of those things that's like absolutely useless knowledge.
It's like, how can you prove what's wrong, you know?
Well, that's true.
Because he
That's
found it on the internet, it's got to be right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you weigh electricity? How do you do that?
I didn't know it weighed, so I can't.
Okay. How do you weigh a cloud? That's the other thing that
See, this reminds me somewhat of the Nate Bargatze, George Washington sketch on SNL,
yes.
where he's talking about we'll do liters and milliliters for liquids, but we'll do pounds for other things. And,
yes.
Yeah. The different things silly things that Americans do.
Yeah. So, okay. So electricity on the internet added together weighs as much as an apricot. Do you want to do your factoid? I know you had one just on standby.
I do not. No.
Oh, okay. No. It's hard to top the apricot weight of electricity.
Uh-huh.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. What are we doing?
Let's
What's happening?
Let's have Oscar kind of talk, just kind of review with us, like kind of what you guys do and
Thank you.
How to get a hold of you guys.
Oh, great. Yeah, we do mainly tires, like we said, but we are also doing a lot of preventive maintenance now. You know, everything to keep your car running tip-top shape, to catch it before it starts costing you a lot of money. You know, oil changes, brakes, alignments, brake flushes. We do it all. I mean, we don't do heavy internals. We don't break down complete motors and rebuild them. But we're at 600 South Robinson Drive at 254-662-9102. I mean, anything you need, get a hold of us. We offer financing 6 months, no interest, and you can get out the door for $0 down, you know.
Very good. What do we need to be looking for in the hot weather that we got to make sure we take care of for preventative?
Air pressure, and checking the age of your tires. That's the number one thing. You see a lot of these blowouts out there. It's people will keep tires on there that are way past their life. You know, industry standards, it's recommended every 4 to 5 years, you know, get them replaced regardless of tread depth. Because you can have tires that...
They start cracking. They get dry and they start cracking and then boom!
Yep, they may have a ton of life for tread-wise, but they have all these cracks, and all it is taking time on them, you know. It's 110 degrees out here, but that asphalt, once you get rolling, it builds up that heat. And
it's 1,010 degrees.
Yeah. I mean...
My thermometer doesn't go that high, but I trust it.
It was on the internet, it's right.
That's it. You bet. Yeah. So dry rotting in the summer.
Yep, dry rot and air pressure. Those are the two big things to look out for.
Okay, very good.
Yep.
Air pressure. And what about the people who overfill? They say, we're going to put a little more in there. Should you then come back afterwards and take it out to closer to what the amount is?
You always want to put it to what's recommended on the placard. Tires are built, so if you look at the side of the tire, a lot of people do the mistake of they go based off what the tire says. These tires are built for different vehicles, so Some of these tires will say 44 to 51 psi when your vehicle only holds 32 to 35. You know, you can. Only time to put more air pressure on them is if you're carrying heavier loads. You know, you have a truck and the normal pressure calls for 75. You can bump it up to 80 if the tire holds it, if you're carrying a heavy load. But for the most part, you don't want to overinflate them because it just causes excessive wear because the tire starts crowning and starts riding on the center. So you see some tires that are bald in the middle,
right? Yes.
But the outside looks great, and it's just from excessive air pressure.
Okay, so I don't think I knew that the difference of what was on the car and the tire were not the same. I thought that was a same thing, but it makes sense. It more depends on the car that it's on than that, which is why they have a 6-pound spread, I guess, of air pressure that is on the tire. So it could, depending on if it's on this one, it could be 36. If it's on this one, it could be 42.
Yeah, and there's also, like, even though they're passenger tires, there could be an extra low tire. You know, they could hold 51 psi versus the 44 that a standard low tire holds. And a lot of these air pressures, if you look at the side, it's best to check in when it's cold. And by that, you mean not driving on the vehicle. So if you've been driving on the vehicle for 2 hours straight and that tire's heated up, air expands with heat and it contracts when it's cold. That's why you get a lot of people during the wintertime say, hey, I have a flat.
Right.
Because it got so cold that the air contracted. But when you're doing your air pressure, it's best to do it right before you start driving. That way you have the air pressure on the cold. You know, that's why it says on the side 35 psi cold or 45 psi cold. Is to check it whenever you haven't been driving for an excessive amount of time.
And so cold is a relative term in that. It doesn't mean it has to be cold to check it.
It doesn't have to be cold.
It
It
does
just
not.
means
Don't stick it in your freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just before you take off, especially
Yeah,
on a
just
trip
before
or
you
something
take
like
off,
that.
That's the best time to check it. You don't want to do a road trip and then check it. You want to do it right before you do your road trip.
Okay. All right. Very good. Something else I was going to ask about tire pressure, but I'm not sure what it was at this point. Rotation. How important is rotation?
Very important. I mean, it's just like your oil change every 5,000 miles. If you have a rear-wheel drive vehicle and you don't rotate them, those tires are going to wear out a lot faster in the back because that's where all the initial torque comes in. So you'll have 2 tires in the front that are great, and then 2 tires are going bald in the back. So by rotating them every 5,000 miles, you're changing them out. You're making that one wear the same amount as the back one, and that's where you get all your mileage from.
All right. Very good. I like it. There's been a lot that I learned. The tire pressure thing on the car to the tire is what really surprises me, that it's not consistent.
Yep. Always that
But-
placard. You can just open your driver's side door. There's a placard on that door.
Which is why when you take it somewhere, they open the door to see what it says, not pull the tire and look at it.
Exactly.
Got it. Light bulb
Learn
time.
something new every day.
Yes.
That's because the Zack Owen Show
find that on
is
the
not
internet?
a show
Because-
about nothing.
No.
That's where it comes from right there.
Yeah,
That's
we're a very educational program here.
Yes.
We gonna get you an education.
We'll get you something. All right. Thank you for being here, man. This is great.
Thanks for having
Now we talk about what's happening in Waco, but before we let you go, we want you to pick one of these, and that's going to be your time in the spotlight to see what's going on with us today for our joke of the day. But now let's see what's happening in and around Waco.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm just all
That's
kinds
okay.
of distracted. So
I
I
saw that. That's why I did that, because I saw that you were wrapped up in something else. I didn't mean to interrupt.
People just don't know how to leave Jessica alone because I miss popularity.
Congratulations, Miss Popularity. Will you do what's happening around Waco?
Of course I will. It is hump day. Too bad we're not in the days of country hump.
Yep.
But it is Village Wednesday at the Mayborn Center. Jubilee Theater is still doing the arts camps for the kiddos. Get them out and do something. Get them off the streets. Please get them off the streets. It is Women's Wednesday at the Will. Wednesday night farmers market. That's always like some good blueberries. You could go get you some fresh blueberries. And I mean, the food vendors are pretty good too, so it's a good supper spot. Wine tasting Wednesday at Marie's Wine Bar, and didn't we just do this? Smarty Pints trivia at Southern Roots Brewing, and music bingo at Brotherwell Brewing.
All right.
that's what's going on around Waco.
And you're absolutely right. It gets busier as we head toward this weekend.
It really does. And then tomorrow we'll be talking about all the things we can do this weekend.
A lot of things. And this is one of the few weekends I don't think I have a whole lot that I'm doing.
Yeah?
So this will be kind of nice.
Nice.
And unfortunately, if you want to watch the Royal Cup, you're not watching the USA anymore.
No, but we touched on that. But there's still, you're watching the eight best teams in the world right now.
Good, very good games to come.
And if you don't believe they're good games, take the Argentina game yesterday.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Down
and the
2-0.
more you drink at Barnett's, the better it gets.
That's it. All right. All kinds of good watch parties going on still with our friends from Waco Soccer, so that's very cool.
Yes.
All right. It is your time in the spotlight. You ready for this?
All right.
He's like, woo.
Now, you can take one of these, or you can, if you have a tire joke.
Well, unfortunately, I don't.
Okay.
I think I'm a little bit more prepared.
I don't know, I mean,
I'm sure there's a ton of them.
yeah, we have to look for tire jokes.
Figuring out how to put a rat in a tire and taking it.
There you go.
That's it, yes.
That's
yes.
enough of a joke itself. Mhm.
And when one's delivered to the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill next week, and Zach goes, what
What the heck?
What is this? All right, your turn. There we go.
All right. Well, we're going to do one since we just had 4th of July. Why don't fireworks tell secrets?
Why?
They always blow up.
Yes,
They're like a child. They can't hold it together.
That's good.
I figured that was a good dad joke right there.
Thank you for being here, man. This has been great. I really, very educational on tires. And like I said, things that I didn't know, things that I know to continue to watch. Things about oil changes I'll hammer on at the house and still lose. But nonetheless, that's what it is. We thank you for being here. Oscars, Tire Pros, Robinson, check it out. Ask for Junior. Please put a rat inside your tire. That's something he hasn't seen. So let's try to work on that.
Yeah.
Big rat or little one?
No, there's a difference.
I know, but there are smaller rats, and then there are the great big ones like in New York City that are
I think you should
like
go get a
German
Bell Mead
Shepherds.
rat. Have you ever seen a Bell Mead rat? Those are a special kind of rat. Those things, their tails are 3 times as long as their body. I don't know what it is about
why
Bell
she
Mead
knows.
rats.
Pest business, I guess.
Listen, I was in the pest control industry
Yeah.
for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
About a Bell Mead rat.
I did have a rat inside my airflow at one point, and it kind of messed with that and had somebody dig that one out. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but not
All
in a
right.
tire yet.
I'll have to check that.
I'll have to work
check
on
that
it.
rat trivia on the internet, because if it is there, it is true.
Yep.
Very good.
We have determined that today.
That's it. All right. On the way, we've got music coming up. Kyle Bailey is going to be joining us. Kyle, how are you, bud? Good. Good to see you. We'll talk to him on the way. He's going to be playing on the side stage at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. All of that and so much more. But right now, let's take a break. Let's see what's going on in the world with KWTX and the news. And the weather, it's more of the same. Unless
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's going to be any new weather to report for at least the next 90 to 120 days.
Man, don't say it's that long.
Scorching.
Hot,
Yeah.
sunny. Stay inside if you can.
Yes.
That's it. All right. We'll talk to you in a second. Have live music coming up right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. Attorney General and GOP Senate candidate Ken Paxton's voter registration has come into question following a new report. News outlets, the Texas Tribune and ProPublica, say that they've obtained records that appear to show Paxton used an old address to vote in 6 elections. Lawyers suggest he may have violated state law. Paxton has vowed to crack down on illegal voting. His spokesperson responded by saying the AG is, quote, a lawful registered Texas voter in full compliance with the law. Paxton faces off against Democrat State Representative James Tallarico in the race for Congress. A local hospital is using a hyperbaric chamber to treat chronic wounds and diabetes, and the results are turning heads. It belongs to Coriel Health's Advanced Wound Care in Gatesville. It's used to help circulate oxygen. The hospital says patients typically see a 29% decrease in wound size in just 5 seconds. The chamber proves to be a powerful tool in diabetes care. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Another hot and mostly dry forecast across central Texas here as we head into your Wednesday, July 8th. Temperatures in the upper 70s turn into upper 90s later on this afternoon, and we are likely to stay just below that 100-degree mark. Now, there is a low 10% chance for some pop-up showers this evening, but that should tell you that a good 90% of us will stay hot and dry. Some more promising rain chances will arrive heading into early next week as the pattern changes. We may even see some daily rain chances next week. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist C.D. Finley.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
Experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
Circulon C1 Series Clad with Scratch Defense Non-Stick. Maximize cooking, minimize cleaning. Discover the unmatched durability and elegance scratch-free, worry-free, forever.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
What if you could clean clean? With bio-based formulas and deep cleaning enzymes. No dyes, phthalates, or mystery ingredients. Just powerful pods for your dishes and laundry. Now you can, with drops made clean, made to clean.
With Ease US, make studio quality voiceovers for your videos online in over 149 languages and dialects. Never been easier to create professional grade videos and voiceovers. Try it today at easeus.com. That's EASEUS.com. Ease.
Grill, get ready for some music. We've got that on the way. Sitting in for Zack Owen this week, Terry Hunt, thank you very much for joining us and hanging with us as we kind of enjoy the week. Warm weather outside, cool weather inside at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. They've got all kinds of cool things coming up, just like we do. When we talk music, the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill is the place to be because it's in their name. It's got stage in there, including a side stage, which is where we are right now. And we've got Kyle Bailey. Kyle, how are you, sir?
Doing good, sir. Drove up from Austin, had some nice traffic this morning for breakfast.
That's okay. That drive from Austin anywhere is an issue. How long have you been in Austin? Has it been a long time?
About 30 years.
Okay, all right. I worked at Case in Austin when they first went on the air.
Nice.
Yeah, so you may be listening to some of the same people that I know. Bob Pickett, I don't know if you know Bob Pickett and people like that are still there that are working in the radio biz, in the biz as we say.
Your voice sounded really familiar when I walked in. I wonder if that's what it is.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah.
No, it's just a generic voice that kind of runs with some of the other ones. But thank you anyway. We're glad you're here, man. Thanks for making the drive up. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you got your guitar ready.
Yes, sir.
Got going with that. Were you always a picker, or when did you really first start picking up the guitar?
Yeah, that's a great question. I actually didn't start playing until I was almost 30. So I grew up playing piano, and I had fiddled with the guitar a couple of times of somebody else's. And then my dad gave me my first guitar for my birthday and it was my uncle's guitar, and which was really special to me. And so yeah, I started playing. I think I was 29, and so yeah, I started playing there. Probably about 10 years later, started trying to fiddle around with lead. Picked up bass at the same time. So I play guitar, bass, drums, and piano. So
was it easy to go from piano to guitar? Somebody who's not very musically inclined.
Conceptually, it's a different world because you don't have anything like with a piano. Every time there's 3 notes, I know there's an F right there. 3 black keys, I know there's an F. Every time there's 2, I know there's a C. There's nothing like that on the guitar. So it took me a long time to understand the way the fretboard works. You know, it's arranged in fourths, except for the last 2 strings or the first 2 strings, depending on the way you look at it. But yeah, that took some time. You're exactly right.
Do you remember the first song you learned to play on the guitar?
Gosh, that's a great question. First song, I know it was something in D. My brother and I learned at the same time, and we have a fun relationship, and he would just play the D chord for like 30 or 45 minutes at a time. Just D, 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 D. Finally, I burst into the room. I'm like, I showed him a G chord just so I could hear something different.
So the first song was D chord.
It was a D chord. I can't remember the song, but it was something in D because I remember it was hard for me to get that middle finger down without muting the other 2 strings.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you have a name for your guitars? Do you have them named like Willie has with his or anything?
No, I should though. I love this guitar. This is a McKenzie Mar, which if you're out there looking for a guitar, this is an outstanding mid-price guitar. You'll get twice the guitar for the money. And that's a whole long story that I won't go into, but I found it completely by accident. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank was on a YouTube video, and he was actually with Dragon Den from Canada. And it was like, Kevin O'Leary plays our guitar, and I'm like, I didn't even know he played guitar. And then I watched it and listened to it, and it was outstanding. But
very good tone, what you wanted a guitar?
Yeah, solid. But with a guitar, what you want from a long-term acoustic is you really want a dreadnought because you get more resonance out of it instead of like a cutaway up here. Play lead with your other instruments, but you want a dreadnought. You want solid back and sides and top. And then if you can get a guitar that's got a kind of a next level up top, that's what gives you that really rich, beautiful sound that you hear out of guitars that you love.
Well, let's hear that sound. How about a song for us? What would you like to start off with?
Sure thing. So this song's called "Wound Up with the Sound Up." I was married at the time, and I was talking with a buddy of mine, and we had both had fights with our spouses at the time. So it's one of those things where you have a fight, and you just got to get some space, get out on the road, get some wind in your hair. And so, yeah, it's called "Wound Up with the Sound Up."
Very good. Kyle Bailey, right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill.
All right, here we go. Wound up with the sound up on an eastbound highway ride. Last words my woman said, just burning me up inside. With the wind in my hair and my cares as I watch the house roll by. Ain't the kind of fight to make a short ride. This highway ain't seen the last of me. But riding out here all alone, it ain't the place I wanna be. The extent of my foes and my woes as I watch the miles roll by. I guess I'll keep on riding that highway ride. Mile marker 245 is a place it always seems to sink in. My baby's smile, my baby's face, it's a place it all began. Think I'll turn this rig around, start heading my way back home. Kiss her, hug her, tell her I love her, start with a new tone, so I don't wind up with the sound of on an eastbound highway ride. Last word my woman said, just burning me up inside. We extend up my cares in my hands, I watch the miles roll by. This ain't the kind of fight to make a short ride. Don't wind up with the sound of. Don't wind up with the sound of. Don't wind up with the sound of.
Very good. Very cool.
Thanks.
Kyle Bailey on the side stage at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Any particular highway?
Say it again?
Any particular highway on that? Just anyone around, or?
You know, that's a good question. I probably have two in mind. People ask me where I'm from. I always say I'm from I-35 because I was born in Austin, moved to Waco, moved to Dallas, moved to Waco, moved to Dallas, moved to Waco, moved to Austin, moved to Dallas, moved to Austin. And I have every single exit memorized. But then there's also something about driving in an isolated country road.
Oh, yeah.
As fast as you can get away with windows down, blaring the most angry, excising music you can find, you know? And then you're always going like, I'm right about all this, and they're wrong, and she's wrong. And then the further you go, well, maybe on that one, you know, she's got a point on that one, but the rest, and then you go, you know, and then by the time you get to it, you know, my life is way better back there than it is out here by myself.
Right.
That's kind of where it all came from.
Of course. Very cool. So, songwriting.
Yes.
How long have you been songwriting? Were you doing that when you were playing the piano?
You know, that's another great question. So, I literally have been songwriting my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, I was writing little things. I just didn't understand it. And I went to a songwriter showcase. And when I heard them talk about it, I'm like, oh, that's what I've been doing. I need to write this stuff down and finish it. And but that was only about 2.5, 3 years ago. So I've written about 30 songs now. And one of the things they said is you got to write 100 to get all the bad ones out. So I cringe a little bit coming in here in front of y'all, but I'm like, you know, let's do it. Let's commit, you know, because I'm not to my 100 yet, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first one you ever wrote?
The first one I ever wrote is one I'm going to do for you today. It's called Alligator Rock. That was one I wrote with my uncle unintentionally. And really fast, I'll tell you this because my family's here in Waco. And I would sit on his lap and I would ask him to sing the Alligator song. Well, I didn't know what I was asking him. I was asking him to sing Amos Moses by Jerry Reed, which is one of the most difficult songs you can play. And he couldn't play it. And so after asking him, we were like, well, I'll just write one. And so he would ask me questions and stuff. And I would think about the alligator. And evidently legend has it. I don't remember this, but I talked about being down by the river. And so he wrote that song called Alligator Rock. It's a really simple song, but I love it. And every time I play it, people really love it. So. All
right. So can I put you on the spot?
Sure.
Do you want to play it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Alligator Rock. I'm sorry. I got to hear it now with that kind of setup. I want to hear the song.
Yeah, totally.
All right. It's Alligator Rock right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Kyle Bailey. Good.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Well, I went to the river. I couldn't get across. I'm going to start over. I'm saying this song I'm saying more like 1,000 times, and I'm messing up.
I did put you on the spot at the spur of the moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We'll edit that out.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you don't have to.
It's Kyle Bailey and Alligator Rock.
Alligator Rock, that's right. For serious this time. Well, I went to the river, I couldn't get across. Jumped on an alligator, thought it was a hoss. Alligator man going round and round, where you could bet your bottom dollar there's a rockin' uptown, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Come on, everybody, let's do the alligator ride. Well, I went to the river, I couldn't get in. Jumped on an alligator, bottom of skin. Alligator man going round and round, where you can bet your bottom dollar there's a rockin' uptown, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Come on, everybody, let's do the alligator ride. Went to the river, I couldn't get in. Jumped on the back of an alligator skin. Alligator man goes round and round, where you can bet your bottom dollar there's a rockin' uptown, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Come on, everybody, let's do the alligator ride. Come on, everybody, let's do the alligator ride. One more time, come on, everybody, let's do the alligator ride.
I love that, and I just want to say to my friends at the Chamber of Commerce here, and also United Way and the tourism group, that needs to be something that we hang on Waco with our amazing alligator tribe that we have in the Brazos.
You got alligators in the Brazos?
Well,
allegedly.
I've seen one. I have seen one, but there's
cool.
5 or 6, depending on who you talk to, that are there. Not huge, but I think that would be something to adopt on that. Thank you for doing that at the spur of the moment. I know that threw you, and I apologize.
That's okay. That's totally okay.
Kyle Bailey's gonna be with us for the for a lot more music on the way, but we got to take a break and talk about some of the people who make it all possible. We'll do that. Plus, we'll talk about what's going on in country music history as well. We'll do that coming up from the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill.
Every case we take on, we prepare like it's going to trial. At the Carlson Law Firm, our network of attorneys work hard to get our clients the results they need to put their lives back together. Our experienced team has a proven track record of courtroom successes, but our true measure of success is the lives we change for the better. Courtroom proven, compassion driven, we care, we can help.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
If your AC is working overtime and your house still feels hot, maybe it's your old windows that are to blame. Worn seals, warped frames, and outdated glass can let hot air in and cool air out. Beat the Texas heat. Call Universal Windows Direct to Central Texas today for a cooler home and lower energy bill. 0% financing is available with your good credit.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
What is that?
Right here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, and we've got all kinds of good things on the way. Welcome into the Zack Owen Live Show. Terry Hunt sitting in today. Kyle Bailey's over on the side stage. We'll hear from him again in a couple of minutes. Got a time to talk about what's going on in country music history. This is where we always throw Kyle at you and see if you remember these, but you will. You'll know these. 1973, truly one of the best singer-songwriters around and a Rhodes Scholar. Number one with Why Me, Lord? Chris Christopherson.
Oh, yeah.
Is he just legendary? I had the chance to do one show with him and talked to him for just a couple of minutes. One of the coolest guys ever in the world.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And it was back in the 80s.
Okay.
So back in Austin when that was happening.
Yeah, back in Austin was cool.
Yeah. 1985, the #1 song on the country charts by Mighty Merle Haggard. 33rd #1 song called Natural High. Natural High. And then he sold it to Willie. And Willie said, I don't need a song. And in 2022, Growing Up, third album from the country music artist Luke Combs, #1 on the country chart. So there you go, country music history. We'll do birthdays all the way. We've got sports coming up. We'll talk and see what else is going on in the world. That is all lined up for us, and much, much more. We do have live music here in the studio, and that's the studio here in the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill side stage. I finally learned that after what, a couple of years.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Okay, all right. And will have the accompaniment of the leaf blower.
Yes.
That usually comes in the second or third song, so timing is just about right.
Hopefully that's it's tuned to the correct.
Yeah, yesterday it wasn't tuned very well, Kyle.
Yeah.
So
It's a nice drone note under everything else.
So we'll find out. So how can people keep up with what you're doing? How do you on social media and things?
Yeah, follow me on Kyle Bailey on Facebook. I haven't set up all my music stuff yet, but I've got a music channel on YouTube, Kyle Bailey Music. And then on Facebook, just find me, Kyle Bailey. I'm easy to find.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Now, you started in piano. What prompted the music interest? Was it family oriented? You were talking about the uncle and things like that.
I've always been, you can't keep me away from whatever instrument is around. I've always been that since I was a kid. I taught myself to play piano when I was about 5. And then anytime anybody was playing music, I'm going to go touch whatever that instrument was. And so got, like I said, my first guitar at 28, 29, something like that. And when I just kind of the way I grew up, I'm from the John Wayne age when you don't tell children they're good at anything. And so nobody ever said, hey, this might be something you should look at. And so I didn't even think that I had any kind of talent at it until I was about 33, 34. And then when I was about 40, I had a friend who was a studio player out of LA, and he spoke into my life, and he's like, man, you should do this because you're really good at this. And so when he said that, the light went on, because I'm like, if somebody of that level says I'm good at something, I need to really commit. And from that point, I started trying to be more prepared and professional from that point. Yeah.
Did you try to pattern anything after anybody, or were you just like, hey, I'm going to do what I do and let's see what happens?
Man, I'm like a goulash of influences, and I thank my mom and my dad for that. My dad was really big into quartet music. If you knew anything about Blackwood Brothers, stuff like that. So real strong, the bass note is always really well defined, but then you've got these really sharply defined harmonies. And then my mom, they divorced when I was 7, and my mom was into like Motown and Marvin Gaye and Stevie Wonder. My favorite song, I found out later that I had really great taste as a kid. My favorite songs were Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder, Misty by Ray Stevens, Amos Moses, we talked about before, by Jerry Reed, and one other one that I've forgotten now that I'm talking to you in front of the world. But yeah, so when I play, I used to try to shape whatever I was doing, but now I just let it come out. And it tends to come out kind of Americana when it just comes out of me, and I'm not trying to move. Because, as a songwriter, you try exercises. I want to write something with a drop 7 in it. I want to write something with a major flat 6 in it. You try exercises, but when it's just coming out, it comes out as kind of Americana. So like Eagles probably would be the center of kind of how it comes out of me.
Very cool. All right. Back to tunes.
All right.
What would you like to enjoy the opportunity to play that we can enjoy listening to? Instead of me throwing out a request at you like I did earlier.
You put the pressure on me that you have to enjoy it. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is actually in my actual songwriting life. This is the first song that I ever wrote. It's a lover's song called Lay Your Sweet Head on My Shoulder. So that's what I'll play next.
Very good. Kyle Bailey, Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, Zack Owen Show live. Let's hear it.
All right. Lay your sweet head here on my shoulder. Babe, hold me close. I feel it's getting colder. Your breath on my skin, I couldn't begin to speak of this love that we're in. Put your sweet head here on my shoulder. Put your sweet lips here upon mine. Babe, kiss me slow. We've got nothing but time. I give you me, and you give me you. There's no one else. It's just we two. Put your sweet lips here upon mine. All I ever wanted was you in my arms. Hold you close and keep you safe from harm. Put your sweet hand here on my shoulder. Babe, hold me close. I feel it's getting colder. Your breath on my skin, I couldn't begin to put this love that we're in. Put your sweet head here on my shoulder.
That's a really nice song. Very good.
Thank you.
How long did that one take to come together?
That one rolled out really fast. Kind of funny story is that's the first one I wrote. I recorded it. I put it on a YouTube channel and immediately lost that channel. I have no idea where it is. And there's a third verse to that. I have no idea where it is. I can't find the sheet that I wrote. I can't find anything. So that bridge that's in there, I wrote that for this show because I needed something to put in that spot. But I wrote that. That was the first one I wrote about 3 years ago.
It worked out fine. It worked out great. So we appreciate that. Quickly, we're going to take a break, but sure. When you write lyric melody, that's one of my favorite questions to ask. What do you write first?
I'm about evenly split. So
Okay.
I play in hooks. So a hook is like, if you're playing. that sounds like a song. And I learned that was one of my gifts because I would just be fiddling around on guitar and somebody would go, what song is that? And for 20 years, I said, well, it's not a song. It's just something fiddling around with. And one day it went, ding, you should write a song to that because people think it's a song. And so I think of a hook sometimes. That one was one where it was just that nice little 1-4 thing. Because, simplicity, if you look at the Eagles music, most of their stuff is really simple. It'll have a really cool hook that's hard to play, like Life in the Fast Lane. That's a hard thing to play at the front, but it's a 1-4-5 song. It's super straightforward, and most of their stuff is. So that teaches you that complicated isn't always good. Like with Steely Dan, their most accessible stuff, the stuff that everybody loves, like musician or non-musician, it's always going to be the lowest shelf. The musicians like me and other guys, we like that higher level stuff, but that's because of how intricate it is. But if you're out there writing, just write it. Don't worry about the shape. Just get it out of your head because that's part of the exercise. It's part of the life.
All right. All songs come real easy, or some of them are difficult, right?
I have about 75 songs that I have a verse and a chorus to, and I can't figure out what the next piece is.
75. All right. Well, but that's typical, though, of good songwriters. They have so many things and jot so many notes down. So very good. Cool. Kyle Bailey with us on the side stage. We're going to be back with more music from him. We've got sports on the way. We'll take care of that with Kevin coming up. Let's talk about birthdays today. You want to?
Yeah.
Birthdays today. He got his biggest accolades from Arrested Development, but I was a fan of his from Hill Street Blues.
Okay.
1944, Jeffrey Tambor was born on the date, but I remember him from Hill Street Blues just because that's still one of my favorite shows. 1951, Angelica Houston was born. Adam's Family Values and so many more, and the daughter of Mr. Houston.
Sam Houston?
No. What was his name? See, I'm going to forget about this. What? Wow, come on. John Houston.
Okay.
Actor, producer, director from old. Kevin Bacon, 1958. Yep, Footloose.
Yep.
That's probably the top of the list, right?
And you can probably relate to him in some way. By 6 degrees.
6 degrees, 7 degrees separation.
Yep.
And I have done that when I run across somebody and they talk about something and his name comes up.
Yeah.
Then in my mind, I'll go, okay, I talked to him. He worked with this Kevin. And I'm 3 degrees separation from Kevin Bacon. 1961, and we still miss this guy. Man, we miss him. Toby Keith, born on the date 1961. Yeah, we miss him.
Mm-hmm.
We miss him.
Yeah.
1977, This Is Us actor Milo, how do you say his last name? Vitamiglia.
Yeah.
Vitamiglia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right. Sophia Bush, 1982, One Tree Hill, Chicago PD. She was on something online the other day. They were doing some jokes about some things, and I can't remember what it was that she was on there, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Okay, Dutch soccer player, 1991. You have to help me with the last name.
Okay.
Virgil van
Dijk.
That's it?
Yeah. Our viewers don't get to see
how it's written.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that.
It's D-I-J-K.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, because I was going to say the Jike.
But he's from the Netherlands, so it's Van Dijk. That's it.
Okay, Van Dijk. All right.
Yeah. All of my PAing for tennis, very international sport.
Yes.
You become a linguist, and so you learn that a Van in Dutch is different than a Van, which is actually pronounced fawn in South Africa. Same exact way it's written, but it's pronounced entirely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, a bonus Zactoid.
You're welcome.
See? And everything you hear on this show is true.
Uh-huh.
And finally, 1998, Jaden Smith, singer, actor, son of Will Smith.
Uh-huh.
Will Smith making news yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Will and Jada.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's making news or not, but
is
they announced that they're moving back in together.
Oh, okay.
For what that's worth.
All right. Well,
I knew there was a reason I was not sleeping.
Maybe it's
and
good
I was waiting for that announcement.
Maybe it's good for Jaden. I don't know.
Jaden's a little on the weird side himself
Yeah,
at times. So, okay. Anyway. Very good birthdays. We'll talk sports around the corner. Let's take a break. Back with more music and more of the Zack Owen Live Show right here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Every case we take on, we prepare like it's going to trial. At the Carlson Law Firm, our network of attorneys work hard to get our clients the results they need to put their lives back together. Our experienced team has a proven track record of courtroom successes. But our true measure of success is the lives we change for the better. Courtroom proven, compassion driven, we care, we can help.
Have you heard the latest about CTWP? Let me tell you. How about 2 cents for a color copy? Only Kyocera offers. Don't believe me? We were the copier dog? Grab your paperwork and let's compare. I guarantee CTWP has the best prices and service.
What is that?
We're back here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It's a Zack Owen Show live. We've got Kyle Bailey. He'll be picking some tunes for us on the way. But right now, it is Kevin, and it is sports time. Let's talk about sports. So I know we mentioned this. I mentioned this to you earlier. We didn't touch on this yesterday.
Right.
Are we going to see a drop-off in the interest of soccer with the U.S. being out of the World Cup?
Maybe domestically. I think that there may be a little bit of a hangover. Maybe some fans are like, you know what, the U.S. is gone, no reason to watch anymore. But at the same time, it is now down to what we might refer to as the Elite Eight. In the World Cup terms, it's called the quarterfinals, and you have 8 teams left, and they are all largely the best 8 teams that are left. And some of them, there have been upsets because Brazil is not there and Portugal is not there, but Spain beat Portugal. Is that much of an upset? Probably not. Only in the terms of Cristiano Ronaldo, who is now finished. But you talk about the people that we've talked about, Virgil van Dijk being one of them. This is their last World Cup, and they are no longer in it. That would be Ronaldo, Modric, and Van Dijk. We almost lost Messi yesterday, but with 13 minutes left, the Argentinians rattled off not 1, not 2, but 3 goals to complete their comeback. May have had a little help from the refs, but we're familiar with that with people like Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. So
that's a good point, because if you mentioned this yesterday, if you watched the USA game, that was not their best effort.
No.
That is not what got them to that point. So don't think that that's how they play the whole time. Watch these other teams, and you'll see why. If we want to compete on a professional level, a strong world professional level, we still need to grow soccer here.
Yep. And to think that it starts at the professional level is the wrong take. To think that we need to go poach people like Balogun, who is eligible in 3 different countries, that's not the answer. The answer is fixing and investing in the youth foundational organization. This is the first, I've talked about the first team that we have had that was fully grown under what Jurgen Klinsmann, the German coach, 2 coaches ago, totally changed the youth foundational level. So this is the first team that we've had that is structured completely from that. But we need to keep developing that. Landon Donovan, you can search up some of his stuff. He has some strong opinions about how we in America force our American ideals on these kids. The pressure's too much. The investment in winning at that level is too much. It should not be that. It should be development. Development at the youth level is what is going to take it to the next level, where there's not so much emphasis on winning, because the winning comes later. The development is what results in the winning later.
Very good. Very good. Now, anything new on LeBron?
Nothing new on LeBron. Shohei Ohtani became the first German player to have hit 300 home runs.
Yes.
Of course, you know, it's a great show that he puts on in the Shohei. So that's happening. And this weekend, it is official. We are down to single digits of weekends left without football.
Okay.
So that goes for both college and professional.
Right.
Both, because one starts later. This weekend, there were only one single digit left of weekends without football left. And then tune in on all the Rogue Media for all the Big 12 media days that are happening. You know,
Marfield, Sousa.
As somebody from the national champion Indiana, if you would like to see a second class conference, tune into that stuff. Sorry. I'm sorry. I do not apologize for my terrible team of 100+ years being the national champion.
Okay. No, you take it when you get it.
That's right.
You take it when you get it.
That's right.
And you hammer and stay on it.
That's right.
And you carry it as long as you can. Sometimes over 30 years.
Yes.
Like the Dallas Cowboys. We won a Super Bowl. Of course, it was back before a lot of the fans were ever born.
Yes.
But we'll get off the box. Sorry.
Oh,
all right.
One of my friends said, "Hey, what's that Yankee hat you got on?" I said, "You know what? It's national.
It's a national champion.
National champion gear." Yeah.
That's sports. I love it.
There you go.
Very good. Thank you. Now you go back and do the other thing. You could have stayed here. You just can't control anything from over here. All right. Kyle Bailey with us on the side stage here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. But playing the tunes. Thank you very much for coming in, man. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So good to know. Now, how you said you've got things started so people can find you, on YouTube and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you play predominantly around the Austin area, or where do you go?
So I play in one band called the Candy Coburn Band. And we play around Austin, but we've played out other places. We just booked a couple of gigs in Dallas. We're talking to some people in Waco. If you guys ever want her, she's a pistol, man. She's like shot out of a cannon. She's 5'4", and every ounce of her is energy. So she's out. She was really big in the Texas country scene back about 15 years ago. But yeah, so I play with her. I play with a couple of other bands here and there. And then I play a lot of open mic stuff, and I'm starting to play my stuff out more often.
All right.
Yeah.
I enjoy talking to you. We laugh and have a lot of fun, but I really want to hear more music, man. I'm enjoying this morning a lot.
Thank you so much.
What have you got lined up for us now?
This song's kind of a cute, fun little song called "You're My Favorite Person." So it's a husband and wife kind of thing. That's where I wrote it from. So that's it.
Kyle Bailey back at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill side stage on the Zack Owen Live Show.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. You're my favorite person in the whole wide world. I love to walk with you as each day unfurls. You're my long-legged baby. Brown eyes knock me out. Brown eye, baby, your long legs knock me out. 5 years in, we got no regrets. They said we get bored, but it ain't happened yet. With the sun each morning, we're taking it step by step. Night and every morning, we're taking it step by step. the Lord works through us. His power works through us. Baby, won't you walk with me? Hand in hand on our ship we'll sail. With my favorite baby, we cannot fail. Where the Lord takes us, He'll get us there, no doubt. Doubt the Lord loves us, and He'll get us there. Nobody in the world I'd rather share. My beautiful baby, my favorite lady, we out.
Good. Now, I just listening to that song. So, do you have somebody in mind when I know when you write it, you have kind of in mind. When you sing it, does that same person come into mind?
I kind of write with two different ways. I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, so that was to a person. But she don't like me no more, so now we're doing something else.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
but
so it's about somebody else.
I try to write. I can't remember who said it. But a songwriter I respect, obviously not enough to remember his name, but I do respect him a lot. I'll remember his name eventually. But he said, he never wants to put walls around his lyrics to where they're only meaningful to him. He wants to put windows and doors in there where other people can access that. And so I think it might come from me. Like, I want to be married again, and if, find that person, I'll be writing it to them. But then almost immediately, I'm going to switch gears and go, how is this accessible to anybody? And so that, I think of, you mentioned Merle Haggard, my goodness, one of the greatest songwriters and singers. Do you know who Red Volkert is? He was his guitar player for a long time. Mm-hmm. If you ever get a chance to look him up, dude, he is dynamite. Great singer, great writer, great player. But yeah, his stuff, that's the way love goes. He could have written that in such a way that it kind of clamped down on the meaning, but it's accessible to anybody. So that's what I shoot for.
Who are you listening to today?
Oh, man. So for guitar, I listen to John Mayer, Tommy Emmanuel, if you've ever heard of him. Mm-hmm. I listen to Red because I really want to learn that country thing. I don't have it quite figured out yet, but good grief. Love Billy Strings, John Mayer is a writer. There's a woman named Sandra McCracken. She writes worship music. One of the best writers and arrangers out there. Is just outstanding. So I listen to a lot of people, and I go back in the old days too. I love the Beatles. They're one of the kind of found like a real marks of a genius is that you can't cover their stuff. Very few people cover Sting. Very few people cover the Beatles, and if they ever do, it's not as good. If you remember back at the 50 year, this was back 2012. They had that 3 hours of the world's greatest bands who had rehearsed their arrangements for how many ever hundreds of hours, and nobody there was better than the original. That blew my mind. You think the Foo Fighters are going to lay something on a Beatles song. Oh yeah. That's going to raise it at a gear, but it didn't. The original Live and Let Die, even Guns N' Roses couldn't do anything with it. They just did louder, but that's it.
Are you a Chicago fan? This is completely off topic. The band Chicago with the horns and things like that.
Gosh,
okay.
yes,
There's a Russian band.
Okay.
Called Leonid and Friends.
Okay.
And they started because of the love they had for Chicago, and the guy who started it all would get the sheet music and write each part for each band member to learn, and check them out online. They're pretty cool as well.
All right.
Yeah, and it's amazing because they're the tribute, as in we do it the way they did. And it really sounds good. But there are bands like that all over that can be tribute bands that don't try to add their own little style, and they don't want to change it or anything like that. Yeah. Those are the ones I like the most.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I jumped off on a whole different tangent on that. But that's what brought that up is here's somebody that for the love of the music is why they play it the way they do.
Yes. I've got one of my mentors that I respect most in the world. He was actually the guy who pointed at me and said, "You're really good at this," and the light went on for me. And he plays in a Heart tribute band in Dallas, and they do really, really well. And it's note for note, Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Okay. So you have shows coming up that we can talk about?
Well, I'm doing open mic stuff right now. I don't have anything booked, but anybody out there who wants to book a large
if you'd like to get Kyle, because you've got now, okay, so you have a lot of relatives here in this area?
I do, yes.
Okay, so if you book him for a show locally, you don't have to pay for an accommodation. He
right.
has relatives, places to sleep.
There are
I'm
many
not saying he's going
couches.
to come cheap. I'm just
Right.
saying that you don't have to throw overnight accommodations or anything in there on the agreement.
Put a little gas money in there, you know. It's
Okay, a
100
little gas
miles,
money,
you know.
but that, well, that could be more than accommodations the way the prices are. So, okay, never mind. That just went down the drain. Try to book him and get the best gig you can. No, he would be fun to have because of just the sound. And
group shows. It's all about group discount. Book me for more than one show. I'll come up here, spend a couple of days. We'll work out something.
Very cool.
Plus, y'all have barbecue here, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'll eat some barbecue.
Okay. All right, so, see, barbecue. That's the place to go.
These days, one plate would be the show.
We'll play for Hellberg plate.
Yes, that's right.
Send me home with some ribs.
We'll play for the queue.
Yeah.
We'll play for the queue. We'll talk for the queue. We'll be in the crowd for the queue. We'll carry his guitar for the queue. So I'm in it for the queue. Kyle, thank you again for being here, man. It's been a treat. We're going to let you take us home with one more, but let me remind everybody tomorrow we've got J.B. Elwood will be sitting on that same side stage, and we'll be talking to Sherry Heichel from Unify Waco as our guest tomorrow morning. It's been fun sitting in for Zach for a few days. We've got a couple more to go before he gets back. So let's get ready to. He's kind of tuning up over there. I don't want to interrupt him, so this is called the kill time. This is that stretch signal. We're getting that. All right.
One of the fun things for all the guitar players out there, if you're moving between E and D or C and D, you got to retune and make sure your D string is hitting right. And this one's not.
Well, this is what we used to say. What song are they going to play first? Tuning.
Yeah.
They'll be playing tuning. That'll be the first song they play.
Right. You know how Ed Sheeran does his own solo.
Yes.
It's only him.
Yep.
And he'll bust a beat. He'll be like, hey, guys, clap along to this. Boom.
A quick story while he's doing that. I was on a stage at the Austin Rodeo years ago in the middle of the arena getting ready to bring on Eddie Rabbit.
Okay.
Get ready.
Love
We got a
Eddie
big
Rabbit.
crowd here. It's going to be fun tonight. And he leans over and he goes, so I start stretching, talking about, coming up tomorrow night, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I see him running across the arena because he didn't even have a string.
Right, yeah.
And so my 30 seconds of vamping turned into about 3 minutes of vamping.
Yes.
And anyway.
We used to do a big Easter pageant in Georgetown with a bunch of churches, and it was live, 200-member cast, 50 or 60 animals, all this stuff. And you had so much crazy stuff happen. So there was a main narrator, and and then Jesus walked in. And somebody from the side's going, no, Jesus is not ready.
Yeah.
And it would be like, and one day Jesus was telling me.
That's it. You have useless information or some old story. That's exactly what it is. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thanks for getting it all tuned up and ready to go. This is Kyle Bailey taking us home on the Zack Owen Live Show from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill.
Yes, sir. One of the things I do is I write worship songs from the Psalms. And so I'd like to close out with that, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I will praise the Lord all of my days for the good that He has done to me. He's been faithful to the years of my days. Therefore my heart will give Him praise. Oh, my soul, return to your rest. For you're the Lord, you're happy and blessed. I will praise the Lord all of my days for the good that you have done to me. Sing to me in the morning with your steadfast love, like a gentle breeze, like a morning dove. Sing in the morning of your steadfast love, like a gentle breeze, like a morning dove. I will praise the Lord all of my days for the good that He has done to me. He's been faithful to the years of my days. Therefore my heart will give Him praise. Oh, my soul, return to your rest, for in the Lord you're happy and blessed. I will praise the Lord all of my days for the good that He has done to me. Therefore my heart will give Him praise. Therefore my heart will give Him praise.